Everybody hold hands.
This moment to tell you that you can eat right now. Because the food's getting cold and nobody likes cold food.
Yeah.
Come on, Dad. Come on, you know
That's
that.
it. That's the good.
She's
That's
just
what you
starting
have
to
to
speak
Oh,
now.
I'm just getting riled up. Yes.
From the heart. Let's go. From the heart.
No, I'm being serious. But I was going to say something tomorrow, but I just want to say it means a lot for us. I mean that from both of us.
Yeah, he agrees. Yeah.
That you guys came all this way. I know, like, we tried a few times. And maybe it didn't go the way that we planned. But it means a lot that you guys are here.
Stop.
You guys came all this way. I know that it was last minute. I know it was last minute, and you know, maybe not the most glamorous spot.
This is glamorous.
So glamorous.
But you know,
cold.
this is our home.
It's
It's the most meaningful it could ever be for
It's hot.
us,
It's
and
hot.
we appreciate it more than you guys know. So,
So happy we're here.
Alright.
next turn. It's next turn. Everyone has to speech.
Justine's turn. Justine.
No, me.
Justine's turn to stand up and talk.
Tomorrow.
Justine.
Don't put people on this.
I'm doing mine tomorrow too. I've been waiting.
If someone wants to talk, they can talk.
I'll say something.
It can be tomorrow, it can be today. It doesn't matter.
Hello, everybody.
Who are you?
Hello. My name is Justine. Who are you? Annie's sister. I really appreciate the turnout. I've traveled here from Trinidad, Canada. I mean, there's 150 people here. It's crazy. So,
I know, look at us
thank
all.
you, everyone.
It's like
But,
a long beach.
I'm here to say I'm saving my kind words for tomorrow. Because
Oh,
I can
wow.
only be sentimental so much as your older sister.
Yes.
But I love you, and you have a treat tomorrow waiting.
Oh, wow, that was wonderful.
Let's hope it's Lynn
That
chocolate.
was like heartfelt.
Wow, that's great.
Kenny.
Okay.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank
Oh,
you.
sorry.
That was good. That was good. Wow. I couldn't even say 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
I can't
Man,
waste my
I'm just a
good
little child.
I'd like to begin by welcoming everybody and thanking you all for being here, finally, on this happiest of days, to celebrate Cliff Earnshaw and Annalise Thompson, aka Cliff, aka Annie Banani, or simply Annie. There are many reasons we are here today, but the two main reasons we are here, because one, these two have said to one another, Boobsy, I love you so much. Let's get married. And secondly, Ohio Football State doesn't start their season for another 2 weeks. For anyone wondering, they play September 3rd against Notre Dame. Should be a solid matchup. What a gorgeous day it is. For an occasion that I know not only monumental for the wedded couple, but for all of us who are lucky to know and love them as individuals, but even more so as a perfect pairing. The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete, the person who makes the world a beautiful and magical place, the person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so pure and so wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. A little history to how we got to this moment. For Annie, this happened roughly 14 years ago when she met yours truly, because little did she know her future brother-in-law was going to help aid her in her quest for love. Fast forward 10 years, and Annie, looking for a change, moved in with us. Yes, I know what you're thinking, your wife's younger sister moving in. That must be annoying. And honestly, it actually wasn't. I truly enjoyed getting to know Annie, the sweet and quirky individual that she is, and she got to learn more about me and my wacky mind and humor. We joked that I was like her father. Yes, it's true, I'm smart, handsome, and mildly forgetful, like Malcolm. But honestly, I didn't see it like that. Annie and I, just the two of us, got to spend a lot of time together that we would have never gotten if she hadn't moved in. We'd sit and have coffee in the morning, try gluten-free beer, and the reason why I'm standing here today is not only because Annie is my sister-in-law, I believe more importantly, because she is a close friend to me, and I am to her. Cliff, on the other hand, was something more along the lines of his stepbrother's relationship. Yes, the movie. If you had seen it, then you might understand the reference. On the count of three, name your favorite brewery. Broken Compass. Name your favorite beer drinking games. Pool and darts. If you were a chick, the one guy you would sleep with. Alexander Skarsgård. What, did we just become best friends? In all seriousness, I didn't know many people in Colorado. Cliff was a friend, a genuine friend. He was somebody I could grab a beer with, goof around with, and have a good time with. He laughs at my dumb jokes, and he too has his own array of bad jokes. So naturally, we became close friends. Moving along about 5 years ago, Annie met Cliff. Their connection seemed oddly effortless. It was in this quality time I spent with both Annie and Cliff I can understand why they were meant to be. They are both kind-hearted, quirky, and fun individuals who love everything French. These two are the epitome of two peas in a pod. I know how deeply these two care for and love one another. I feel privileged to be here today among all of you as a witness of their commitment to a lifetime of love for one another. Call it fate, call it predestination, call it timing, call it whatever you want. But there's no denying it is extremely clear that the two of them represent a perfect pairing because each of them complements the other so well. Like seriously, it's weird. They balance one another, and while each of them is a tremendous individual on their own, together they are even better. And being better together as a team, as a unit, and partners in crime is what's been years in the making and ultimately leads us here today witnessing their commitment to one another in front of those they love most. What I wish for them on their wedding day is that their life together as a team is one of complete contentment, full of those moments that they wish would never end, and that they continue to make one another smile and laugh as they make us do. This contract is not to be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, and with a deep realization of its obligations and responsibilities. Cliff, will you continue to have Annie as your wife and continue to live in this marriage? Do you reaffirm your love for her? And will you love, honor, and cherish her in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, for better or for worse, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live? Annie, will you continue to have Cliff as your husband and continue to live in this marriage?
I do.
Do you reaffirm your love for him? And will you love, honor, and cherish him in sickness and in health, for richer or poor, for better or for worse, forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live? On your elopement day, you exchange rings as a symbol of the never-ending circle of love. Rings serve as a reminder of your wedding vows to each other and your commitment to live in unity, love, and happiness. At this time, it is appropriate to reconfirm the meaning of the rings you wear. Get 'em out. Let's see. Cliff, place the ring on Annie's left hand and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of our love for and commitment to each other. I promise to support you, care for you, and stand alongside you for all our days. Annie, please place this ring on Cliff's left hand and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of our love for and commitment to each other.
I give you this ring as a sign of our love for and commitment to each other.
I promise to support you,
I promise to support you,
care for you,
care for you,
and stand alongside you for all our days.
and stand alongside you for all our days.
Cliff and Annie, today you have renewed the promises and vows you made to each other on your elopement day. You have symbolized the renewal of the marriage union by joining of hands, the taking of vows, and by the wearing of the wedding rings. To make your relationship work will take love. Continue to date each other, take time to show each other that your love and marriage grows stronger with time. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take loyalty to go forward without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey that you both have pledged today. And now, by the power not invested in me, it is my honor and delight to declare you married. Go forth and live each day to the fullest. You may seal your wedding celebration with a kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present you Mr. and Mrs. Earnshaw.
We got there.
Should we get a photo here?
Yes.
I had a little extra time to
Nice, that's beautiful. I love it.
Andrew, how's it?
What
about you?
Now we're all
Where's yours?
Sure.
Do we need one more?
We have a bunch of champagne.
Take this. Take this.
And
One more.
glasses.
I'll get this
Just
one.
let us. Yeah.
Yeah. One more. Well, you got it. One more?
Well, for you.
For you. You want to hold it?
Okay. So obviously, it's been kind of a long time coming for us. We just wanted to say how grateful and thankful we are that you guys obviously made this happen for us, and it means the world, especially for me. You know, getting to walk down the aisle, getting to do a lot of these things that, you know, a little girl has dreamed of their whole life. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop there. Just know I'm really thankful, and I don't want to ruin this because we have the picture. So, on to you.
All of you, thank you for making this happen. It's been a year now, and actually a lot longer than that, about 2 years since we started planning this. And there's several cancellations and changing of plans and last minute changes, everything we had to go through. It's funny, it ended up probably how it should have been. I mean, in our new home with all of our family here, and doing all the things that we wished we would have done in the first place. We actually got to do that. And we couldn't have done it unless everybody else made the sacrifices to be here today. So we want to say thank you, all of you, for doing that. It means a lot to us. We're happy to have you here. Let's take some pictures and let's celebrate.
Relax. Enjoy everything
Hey, you
else.
stood up, so.
No worries.
Okay. Hi, everybody. First, I want to say.
Wait a minute, someone's baby's crying.
Andrew. Job well done. I thought that
Baby's crying.
it's a really tough act to follow, actually.
Susan.
There's a couple of reasons.
Oh, she's not happy.
Your delivery was, I would say your delivery was masterful.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, you stole like half of my material.
I didn't mean that.
Is he ever going to stop? God, another thing. You know?
Didn't play for that.
Yeah. I'm a wine drinker, you see, and I learned last night that tequila works too. Except there's something about the next day that's different. You know, I prepared a beautiful speech for your last wedding, and had that taken place, it really would have been something. And unfortunately, I couldn't find it, which I said, no problem. I got all morning, you know, but this morning went a little rough, so maybe not as prepared as I like to think I usually am, but so I got these, hopefully as a confidence builder and not for use, but just in case, okay? Anyway, so it's finally happened, right? I mean,
This is it.
I don't know, 4 times, the 4th time's a charm?
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Now, the first time in Breck,
Yeah.
COVID-19 strikes, you know, won't let you do it there, or completely unaffordable, or whatever the reason, but then it's off to Canada, which some of us knew from the get-go that wasn't going to happen.
I don't know what we were doing, but
They shut the border down for over a year
Right.
due to COVID. And then, North Carolina, Raleigh, I mean, more specifically, Cary, which, well, we made it to the 1-yard line on that one.
It was close.
That would have been really appropriate, given that in a couple of years you guys are moving back there, so. It would have been fitting, you know, but anyway, so yeah, this is the 4th time. You notice that every occasion, the number of intended participants decreased. So I'm really happy that you didn't have to reschedule this one, because I'm not sure I would have been invited to the next one.
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, no.
Bringing wine.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for your perseverance. I really think that's tremendous perseverance. So rare you guys have to go through what you what you went through. Because Brett and I were talking about this. Maybe so what was the way it's supposed to be? You know? I mean, you had your official day a year ago or a year ago. So, but in terms of an opportunity to celebrate with you, what better way than, you know, in your own home with your immediate family. I keep thinking Annie's going to stand up and tell everybody that she's expecting, and it would be like a perfect day. You know, but,
No pressure. No pressure. One
yeah.
day.
But kidding aside, a really great day and really important day. You know, so important that you did this. I mean, for yourself, right? And I think, as Annie said, every girl's dream. Father walking her down the aisle and dinner and speeches, all of that. Important for you because it was important for Annie. But important for us, really, because now we got some wonderful memories to kind of commemorate this important and really wonderful occasion. You kind of made it real, right? So, anyway, Cliff, welcome to the family. I think from the day we met you, you became part of us. Really, I say that with all sincerity, but kind of makes it official, if you will. Yeah. It was, by the way, no surprise, at least to Allison and I, that you guys decided to get married. It really wasn't. I mean, from the moment we've seen you guys together, it's like, it's going to happen. And I think Andrew said it best, if there's such a thing as soulmates, you guys meet the description perfectly. It's really, you have so many things in common. It's really uncanny, and I think about, you ever see them sing together? I try to think about singing duet. I could come up with Donnie and Marie, but that's all right. Never mind. I'm sure there's a country music, parallel there someplace, but so yeah, I mean, you're both foodies, passion for food, even the same kind of food. You're both beer drinkers. You both have a passion for travel and kind of exploration. I mean, your lifestyles just fit, perfectly, right? I will say that you're both kind of borderline hypochondriacs. It does seem that, the potential.
Have you seen her drawer?
I really, it's like going to a pharmacy. It's really great. But yeah, the potential for illness or injury is never far from top of mind with you. But at least you share it. You share that, so you get a chance to drive each other crazy. But really, I think about all these things in common, and really this great stuff, right? But there's kind of this core strength that you have, that I see you having, that kind of brings it all together. Is your ability to communicate with each other. And I think anybody knows communication is probably the most important thing to any relationship, right? And you guys got it down, right? You really got it down, man. I can remember when we came to Denver. I don't know when that was.
4 years ago.
Yeah, you were still living here, obviously. So, and we were all here, except you weren't here. Zosha wasn't here, but Mike was here, and you had booked this. We were going to go to this great jazz club, right? Yeah. By the way, they say that it's not possible to overdose on cannabis. I beg to differ. Because I almost died.
You were almost
I really did. At least I thought I did. But we were in this restaurant. It was noisy. Right? It was really noisy and great feel. A lot of people. It was crowded. My recollection. Anyway, after the paranoia and the hallucinations sort of died down. Whatever it is I was smoking there, but I remember looking over at you guys. Actually, Allison and I don't know if she remembers, but we did that. We looked over, and you guys were just so totally into each other. You were laughing and cutting up, and I thought it was so unique. I said, "Geez, that's really special. That's really special." Anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Anyway, I'm sorry for this. Cliff, a word on you. You're an amazing guy. Really, Allison and I said it right from the very beginning, you know, pardon the expression, but he said, yeah, Cliff's got his proverbial shit together, you know. Sorry. Thanks. You really got your act together, okay? That's a better way to say it. You know, Brent and Elena, for Helena, thank you. Congratulations, and thank you for bringing, let's say, gifting the world with such a great man. If ever there was a guy that was worthy of my daughter, Annie, it's totally you, you know. But make no mistake, you got a special girl there, you know. Annie, I don't think I've ever seen you as beautiful as I saw you today. I think you should wear that dress every day.
The look in your eyes.
Even to bed, by the way. You can even wear it to bed. Of course, anybody knows Annie, she's got a heart full. I mean, she's always putting the needs of others ahead of herself. You know, and even, I would say like me, she's her own worst critic. You know, even though she comes across at times a bit daffy, purposefully, I would say. She's really brilliant, you know, and she's competent is the word. When I think about how you work, I think competence. We had this conversation. I said, if she ever wanted to go for it, you know, I really think that she's the type that could climb the corporate ladder to the very top, you know. Of course, she has absolutely zero tolerance for the incompetence of other leaders. So if she's going to do it, she has to have her own company, maybe like Justine. But maybe that's not in your cards, because I think when she does start a family, you're going to have a whole new set of priorities. We're really excited for that. But yeah, I have 3 amazing kids, right? All successful in virtually every way. Not sure why. I'm so blessed that way, and certainly don't feel like I'm deserving of it, but it's true. But I would say I've not been equally close to all my kids. And Mike and Justine, and I would say that during those 3 years we kind of found each other. That's the way I would put it. You know, always a daughter, but I would say at that time a best friend too. I really say that. These were not easy times. It wasn't exactly a stereotypical joyful household, and you know, and so we were there for each other. But that's for sure. But I would say, if you have any phobias or any thoughts you might share with a therapist on the couch someday, probably largely my responsibility, my fault, because I probably downloaded a lot of things on your young years that I shouldn't, thinking you're maybe a little bit more of a friend than a young daughter. But anyway, sorry for that, and thank you for being there, in that time. You know, and I think as a result of that, we developed a closeness. And I would say you're one of the very few people on this earth that gets me, fully gets me. You know, and that's not an easy feat. I'm not exactly warm and fuzzy guy. So, you know, positive note, I taught you how to cook. And it's clear to me from last night that I still have a lot to teach you. Actually, the teacher is now the student. You know, she's really amazing in the kitchen. So that's not true at all. But anyway, so Cliff, special girl there, and a special place in my heart for her and for all my children, obviously. But really. But anyway, I don't know if I mentioned before. I knew you guys were going to get married, but I actually prayed for that. No kidding aside, I prayed for it. And you might think, well, God, you must have thought they were desperate or something. God, at least marry somebody. You know, no, it wasn't that way. It really wasn't that way. And of course, you have the whole soulmate stuff, and that's part of it. But honestly, the real reason is when I seen you two together for the first time, I swear it was the first time in my life that I think I saw Annie truly joyful, truly elated. And I mean, really, what better gift can you give a father that loves a daughter than a gift of happiness? And that's what you brought to the table. And I will always appreciate that. So, anyway, that's about it, other than to say congratulations, you two. Please continue to make each other happy, support each other, love each other through thick and thin. Allison and I are both really excited for today, and really excited to be part of what we know is going to be a tremendous future. You know, so have lots of kids. Get back to Carrie. And all of that. That's it. Thanks.
There's no borderline at all. There's nothing. No one can ever argue about it. So don't even be kind. The right way to say that is they are bullseye. I think it works. It's okay. Keeps everybody healthy. What the heck? You know, so yeah. And so the big nice thank you, I got it. But then I thought, well, everybody knows how bad these guys really are. I thought it was only me. So no, but it's good. It keeps you guys healthy. Kind of watch each other. With a broken foot. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah, and hey, look, this thing turned out exactly how it was. How long ago now? 2 years ago or something like that?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's
it really did turn out exactly how it
started.
should.
Yeah.
And look, the journeys have been long. I know for the two of you, it's not been easy. You know, you've had some big ups and downs in this thing. As have all of us, okay? But they've been ups and downs. And but in the end, this is exactly where we should have been 2 years ago. And isn't it funny how life is? That even though sometimes it takes a little more time to do, you end up where you ought to be.
True.
And it's because you care, it's because you work at it, and you're always searching to get it how it's right for you. And you know, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to do that. And however, you couldn't have picked a better day. You couldn't have picked a better place. And you couldn't have picked better people to do it with, because they all love both of you very much. So I'm so happy for you guys. It really am. It's amazing. You're in this magnificent home that, how long did you guys travel to all those crap shit places you stayed in? They were awful.
The kids.
You know? I mean, some of those were real disasters. You didn't Isn't it true?
Yes.
I'm not telling you something
Yes.
you don't know. I mean,
Yes.
church, you told me.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. So how long did you do that for? About a year and a half?
Yeah.
And look what you ended up with.
Yeah.
So, but what's it tell you? Well, I don't know what it tells you, but what it tells me is you never give up. No matter how low and no matter how tough things are, you just don't give up. Because you know what you believe, especially if you believe in each other, and I know you do, that you're going to end up right here someday. This is exactly where you should be. This is it. And so hey, I'm not, I'm very happy for you. I know everybody at this table is crazy happy for you. And the one thing that I learned about, the one thing that I learned about your family is they really do love each other. And so you have done a great job. Yeah. And so we're all so happy for you too. And I mean, thanks for setting this up and being, the spark plug, because at least this part of this very short journey that you've taken has ended very well. I know that you're going to have a really great future. So yeah, so I guess, all what we've done is had a bunch of alcohol here today, so let's go see.
Well done.
You were smart. Yeah. Well, that was nice dinner.
Alright, we have one more speech.
All right.
Just the last. Just the last.
I did prepare a speech over a year ago. Hi everyone, I'm Justine. I actually wanted kind of changed it up a little bit as I was sitting there. I felt really compelled to say something about you that I felt didn't get said in your pages. This was important for me to talk about. There was this one time I was on my way home from college to Cary with some of my girlfriends, and we were very spur of the moment, wild girls, and we were like, let's go, we're going on a trip. My room was a disaster. This room, all I remember is I was like, oh my gosh, my friends are all coming, and my room is going to be so embarrassing. And I called Annie in the corner, and I was like, Annie, I'll pay you if you clean my room for me. And this was Annie's response. She's like, I'll do it, Justine. You don't have to pay me. Okay, so that's story number one. Story number two about Annie is that anywhere Annie would go and come visit me, all of my guy friends, mind you, and Andrew can attest to this, would be like, Annie, and this is Annie, to all of them. Every single one of them would be like, can you hook me up with your sister? And I'd be like, Annie, do you like this one? Annie, no, I'm okay. No, I'm all right. And so the whole point of this is, 6 years ago, Annie stood up at my wedding, and she proclaimed to everyone that she was weird. Do you remember that? She was like, I'm just weird, and me and Annie have always been yin and yang, kind of. And she claimed she was weird, but the truth is you've always been so cool, and the truth is you just never really knew it. So that's how I wanted to start my speech.
That's beautiful.
I didn't even cry at my own wedding. But I had a baby, so now I'm so emotional about everything. Okay. So when Annie moved to Denver, I really got to know her more than I ever had in my life. We had really deep, beautiful conversations on a daily basis. One moment in particular always brings a smile to my face. And we went super deep this time. We were working on your plan to find the happiest version of you. Do you remember that in your room? And we had a whiteboard, and we draw on the whiteboard a plan. So we would like, okay, this is where we are now, and this is where we need to get to be, and these are the goals we're gonna achieve to get there. Yes.
Yeah, just speaks very productive.
I'm surprised you haven't broke up the whiteboard with me yet.
Hey, just tell me, I'll be there. I'll be there. So it didn't take long until we started unraveling some of the onion peels and got to relationships. And I was like, well, what are you looking for in a relationship? And Annie had already known. She didn't spend a minute thinking about it. She said she wanted someone goofy, tall, blonde, and European. And I laughed because I already knew you. But Annie didn't at that point. And Andrew and you had quite the bromance going. And you guys were already talking about hooking up with Annie. Or Andrew hooking you guys
No,
together.
me and Cliff fucking. You're talking about. It's like, no, maybe Annie moved here.
So Annie and Cliff officially met at Andrew's Game of Thrones surprise party. Annie was dressed as Valeria Sand, a woman whose devotion to her children led her to kill others with a kiss. And Cliff, who had never watched Game of Thrones before, dressed as Joffrey, a 12-year-old evil king. In the Game of Thrones world, this relationship would have never worked. But here in America, it was a match made in heaven. We sat Annie and Cliff next to each other and waited for the magic to happen. I knew the moment that Annie and Cliff met that this was it for them. Within a few short months, they were living together and already picturing a future together. And Annie and that perfect man she dreamt of became a reality. And I couldn't be prouder. Oh my God, I just can't. No, you really are like, you know, me and Andrew always joked when Annie lived with us for a few months that she was our daughter, and Annie would call me her mom and Andrew's dad. Her dad, and she'd be like, you guys are mom and dad to me, and I do feel so proud to see you like married today, not as your mom, but as your big sister for sure. So, anyways, the way that Cliff is so gentle and understanding of Annie, you can tell their bond is next level and that they will always have each other's back no matter what. Annie will hang in the shade and make sure that Cliff doesn't get burned. And Annie will rough it on the slopes so Cliff can get his turns in. The sacrifice each other makes for each other is so obvious and it really speaks to their love. I think I can speak on behalf of our entire family on how happy we are that you found Cliff. And we are also confident in your love for each other and that Cliff will always love you like you have always deserved. Annie and Cliff, I'm so happy for you both and I love you both. Cheers.
I'm so happy I didn't have to follow that.
Something follows sister though.
I think that was redundant, but leave it open. Parents yet, so you can't be part of them.
Come on, open up.
We'll be over here. Okay, the video's going.
Just do it. Just do it.
Whoa, Cliff, you got it.
I'm getting like a core workout.
rocking and rolling. Okay, Cliff, get up.
Leave him in the stride.
Mike, stop, rock and roll. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Annie, leave it, leave